Hi, I'm Tim Deegan with Golf Ball Manufacturers, GBM. Since the mid-'80s, we've been producing and printing golf balls, selling them worldwide. Up until golf balls started to come in from overseas late in 2005 through 2009, we produced 1.3 million dozen balls here. We supplied almost every color golf ball to the putt-putt industry, as well as the full wrap designs they use as special balls to give away. Currently, we are the leading refinisher of golf balls in the world. We will print and sell over 30,000 dozen golf balls each month. Our capacities go from logoing refinished Pro V1s to printing 100% of a golf ball to printing custom range orders for driving ranges. Okay, today GBM is actually two businesses within one business. Half of our business is the golf ball refinishers, and half our business is golf ball printers. Golf ball refinishing, we take the experience we had as a golf ball manufacturer and we apply it to golf ball refinishing. What golf ball refinishing is, our divers take balls out of the water, they get sent to a processing plant, and the processing plant then sorts them, grades them, and sends us the C and D grade balls for refinishing. Here's a typical order that comes in. Balls come in, 1,500 dozen balls on a pallet. There's 50 dozen balls in a potato sack. First step we have in that is recording the balls and putting them in their proper place in the warehouse. On average, we have anywhere from 240,000 to 1 million balls in our warehouse each and every month. We have a 4-step process. It starts like this. Step 1, the balls come in. From here, the balls will go to the next step, which would be oxided and washed. Step 3 is they go through painting. Step 4 is they're going to be printed, and then they get top coated and they're ready to leave. Let me go show you the process. We'll start at oxide. As I mentioned, the balls come into us in sacks like this. They're already sorted by brand. From there, we take them into the oxide room. This here is our oxide room. It's step 1 of the process. What we do is we take 100 grit aluminum oxide, we mix it with water, and they create a slurry and go through the oxiding machine. The process is pretty simple. It's kind of like sandblasting. 25 dozen into a barrel like this. From here, we use a 4-gun. We use a 4-gun water slurry mixture in a cycle of 10 to 15 minutes to spray the sand onto the balls to remove all the top coat, ink, and paint previously put on by the ball manufacturer. Once the balls are done being oxided, they come here to be washed in a standard ball washer. And then they move to here where we dry them and inspect the ball to make sure everything's off the, all the materials off the ball. After the golf ball is then oxided, washed, inspected, we're ready to go to the next process. That next step is painting. Come on, let me go show you. Before we get to the painting, let me stop right here and show you this. In order for us not to confuse one ball brand from another, we barrel them. Each barrel contains 200 dozen balls, and they're labeled with the brand of the ball, who oxided the ball, and it sits there for painting. This is our industrial paint line. We actually have two. We run multiple shifts, both lines multiple shifts. The process, the ball goes into the bin here, up the conveyor, comes down single, sits on a spindle. The ball will travel for 15 minutes. The ball will travel for 15 minutes through the spray booth, and then into a industrial oven. Temperature 135 degrees to cure the paint. Comes out the oven, goes into a cooler to chills that cools the ball so it can be taken off by hand. Every one of our balls are individually inspected to make sure there's no deficiencies in the paint and are set aside. It takes basically 24 hours for the paint to dry. Then we repeat that process a second time because we put 2 coats of industrial golf ball paint on every finished ball we sell. This is the inspection position on the paint line. Every ball we paint gets individually inspected for, Cheyenne?
We'll look for bleed-through, spindle marks, and if they have any dirt on them.
Once the balls have been inspected, they get sorted for rework and then go to the print room for printing. This is the end of the line for our rework. This is the end of the 3rd step of the process. Step 1 is they come in, they get sorted. Step 2, they get oxided. Step 3, they get printed. So this may look like a lot of golf balls. In reality, it's not. We just shipped 220,000 balls the other day, and each ball went through the process 3 times. First coat, second coat, top coat. We pull our rework, first coat, second coat, third coat. So in the scheme of things, we've caught a small percent of the balls, generally less than 2%, with what we call a defect in our process, not the ball. And we will send that back through to get them reoxide, repainted, reprinted, and back out the door as a good refinished golf ball. From the paint line, the 2% of the balls that are go to rework go back into the oxide department. They get oxided. The 98% of the balls that are good come into the print room, and they get put into the Tampo golf ball printer. Each box contains 25 dozen golf balls. It's a standard unit of packaging in the golf ball industry. From the boxes, 4 boxes or 100 dozen balls get put into the hopper and get ready for printing. From printing, the balls then go to clear coat. One of the advantages that we have over any other golf ball printer, non-brand manufacturer, is that we can use an industrial grade golf ball top coat to protect the print on the ball. So whether it's a full wrap, or whether it's a refinished Pro V1, or it's a custom logo golf ball, from the printing, we will then top coat it to protect it, and then it sits 24 hours and it's ready to ship. Thank you for taking a tour of our plant. In closing, we'd love to print your logo on a golf ball or sell you the refinished ball. If you have any questions or would like to give us a try, please give me a call at 1-800-472-7432 or send us an email at tim@gbmgolf.com. Thanks again.